Hello dear friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now in today's lecture, we are going to learn about the elimination reaction of your alkyl halides. Now that reaction is also called as a dehydrohalogenation reaction one. So before studying this particular part, we must know the few basic terms. So let us consider that basic terms first. The first thing is we must know what is alpha carbon atom, what is beta carbon atom, and what is beta hydrogen atom. Suppose I have taken the carbon atom to which if any halogen atom is present, now that particular carbon atom is known as an alpha carbon atom, and any carbon atom which is attached to the alpha carbon atom is known as an beta carbon atom. Okay, then if to that beta carbon atom the hydrogen atom is attached, okay, now that hydrogen atom is known as a beta hydrogen atom. Okay, so remember here we have considered the three important basic terms. What is alpha carbon atom? Carbon atom to which your halogen atom is attached. Okay, halogen means either chlorine, bromine or iodine. Now that carbon atom is actually known as an alpha carbon atom. If any carbon atom which is attached to the alpha carbon atom, now that carbon atom is known as a beta carbon atom. Okay, and hydrogen atom which is attached to the beta carbon atom, now that hydrogen atom is known as a beta hydrogen atom. So you must know this thing before we start to the dehydrohalogenation reactions or the elimination reaction of halides one. Now we will consider this reaction, how the elimination reaction takes place in the alkyl halides. Remember, alkyl halide which containing at least one beta hydrogen atom are boiled with alcoholic KOH, then the elimination reaction takes place. And how that elimination reaction takes place? The hydrogen atom from your beta carbon atom and the halogen atom from beta carbon atom, okay, that means this hydrogen atom, and the halogen atom from the alpha carbon atom. Now this alpha carbon atom to which your halogen atoms are attached, if both are eliminated, then this lead to the formation of your alkene compound as a product. Now that reaction is actually known as an elimination reaction of your alkyl halide or the dehydrohalogenation reactions, or it is also known as a beta elimination or 1,2 elimination reaction one. This is the 1 and the 2 carbon atom. I have given simply numbering here one. So this hydrogen as well as the halogen is removing from this molecule, hence it is also called as a 1,2 elimination reaction one. Now here let us consider this reaction, a general reaction one. Here you can observe this is your alkyl halide compound, now in which this particular carbon atom is your alpha carbon atom, as the halogen atom is attached to this carbon atom, hence this is the alpha carbon atom. Then this particular carbon atom is your beta carbon atom, as it is attached to the alpha carbon atom, and as this hydrogen atom is attached to the beta carbon atom, hence this hydrogen atom is known as a beta hydrogen atom one. When they boil with the alcoholic KOH, then there is a formation of your alkene takes place. Now how it takes place? Remember, halogen combines with a potassium and your hydrogen combines with this OH minus ion, and there is a removal of your H2 molecule as well as your potassium halide salt takes place, and this leads to the formation of your alkene. Now here what happens actually, KOH act as a base here, that means KOH ionize and it gives the OH minus ion. Now this OH minus ion act as a base, so it abstract this acidic proton. Remember, this hydrogen atom or the beta hydrogen atom is weak acidic in nature and your OH minus ion is a strong base, so it abstract this proton and this bond is shifted here, and your halogen atom act as a leaving group here. Okay, it will leave from this molecule. Now this bond is shifted here, so that's why there is formation of your alkene takes your X will be removed as an X minus ion. It will combine with a K plus ion. Okay, K plus X minus. So it will give the potassium halide salt and your H plus ion. Okay, actually here your beta hydrogen atom is removed in the form of a H plus ion or protons. That proton is abstracted by your base, that is OH minus ion. H plus OH minus ion gives the water molecule. So this is your actually 1, 2 elimination reactions or beta elimination reactions 1. Now this reaction is also called as a dehydrohalogenation reactions. Why this reaction called as a dehydrohalogenation reactions? Remember, in this reaction hydrogen as well as your halogen is removed. Okay, hence this reaction is called as a dehydrohalogenation reaction 1. D means remove. We eliminate the two atoms, hydrogen as well as the halogen. Hence this reaction is known as a dehydrohalogenation reaction 1. Now particularly in this video we are going to learn only that reactions in which your halogen atom, okay, is either the terminal one. Suppose this is my molecule and if the halogen atom is a terminal, now this reaction here we are going to consider, okay, as this will be the alpha carbon, this will be the beta one. Okay, no doubt. Again we will consider those reactions in which this is my another molecule in which this carbon atom will be the beta carbon atom as it will be the alpha carbon atom. So we get only one product, either we remove the beta hydrogen atom from this carbon atom or this carbon atom. Now that beta hydrogen atoms are actually known as an equivalent beta hydrogen atoms 1. Okay, so either you remove hydrogen atoms from this carbon atom or either from this carbon atom, you will get only one product. Okay, so now let us consider the example. For example, if I have taken the ethyl bromide as an alkyl halide, when it is boiled in presence of your alcoholic KOH, okay, now it will give the ethene as a product. Now we will write down this reaction. Ethyl bromide, okay, CH, 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 okay, that is CH3 group, then CH, CH, and I will write it as an Br. So this is your ethyl bromide compound when it treat with KOH or when it boil with alcoholic KOH. Now obviously there will be the removal of this halogen atom and the hydrogen atoms from your beta carbon atom takes place. This bond will shift here. Okay, so this will leads to the formation of your CH2 group plus KBr, potassium bromide, plus we will get the byproduct as a water. So this is your ethene. This is nothing but your ethyl bromide. Okay, so here again remember we are removing the beta hydrogen atom and the halogen atoms from the alpha carbon atom. So obviously this bond will be shift here. Br will act as a leaving group. Okay, and this leads to the formation of your ethene as a product 1. Now let us consider the second example, that is your isopropyl bromide. For example, CH3, CH, CH3, Br. This will be your isopropyl bromide when it will boil with your alcoholic KOH. Then again remember this carbon atom is your alpha carbon atom. This will be your beta carbon atom and this carbon atom will be the beta carbon atom 1. So there is a probability or there is a possibility of removal of the hydrogen atoms either from this carbon atom or either from this carbon atom 1. But it doesn't matter, you will get only one product. Either you remove the hydrogen atom from this beta carbon atom or you remove the hydrogen atom from this beta carbon atom. it doesn't matter. Remember, both beta hydrogen atoms will give only one product. For example, if I have removed this hydrogen atom or the beta hydrogen atom from this carbon atom, then what will happen? We know that CH3 group will remain as it is. Okay, now CH, we know that again the bromine act as a leaving group here, so there will be the double bond and CH3 group will convert to the CH2 group. Actually here we are removing this beta hydrogen atom and this bromine here with your KOH. Okay, all this group will form the byproduct, that will be the KBr plus again H2O. This leads to the formation of your propene or prop 1 in. Okay, or you may remove the hydrogen atom from this, get the product as a propene. Now we will consider the third example. If I have taken the tertiary butyl bromide, that is CH3, C, CH3, CH3Br. This is nothing but your tertiary butyl bromide. Remember, this carbon will act as an alpha carbon atom. Now all the three carbon atoms will act as an beta carbon atom. If they boil with your alcoholic KOH, okay, we will obtain the only one product, and that is nothing but your isobutylene. Suppose I have removed the beta hydrogen atom from this carbon atom, then I will obtain the product as an CH3, C, CH3, CH2, double bond CH2. Okay, so this is nothing but your isobutylene compound. Okay, plus we will get KBr plus H2O. Okay, remember here you can remove the beta hydrogen atoms from any carbon atom, you will obtain this product one. Okay, so this particular beta hydrogen atom which gives the same product, now that hydrogen atom is actually known as an equivalent hydrogen atom. Remember, and here we will get the isobutylene as a product. So this is the particular video which is related to the halogen atom, which is to the terminal position. This was the example for this one. Or the beta hydrogen atom which act as an equivalent. Now both in the both example only one product, hence that beta hydrogen atoms are known as an equivalent hydrogen atom. This is very simple reaction. Just we will revise this one again. Remember, when your alkyl halide boil with your alcoholic KOH, here it gives alkene as an product. So how that alkene products are formed? So here remember, your alcoholic KOH will act as a base here. It first of all abstract this proton. Now if it abstract the protons, this bond will shift here one, and your X, that means your halogen, will be act as a leaving group, and hence this will lead to the formation of your alkene as a product one. So in the next video we will learn about the Sedgwick rule and what is Sedgwick rule and how the products are obtained in the Sedgwick rule. So thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video.